Oh, no, 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 no. Why are the pillagers always here destroying all my stuff? I guess we gotta handle these ones. I have no idea what we're gonna do. These things are freaking everywhere. Hey everybody, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today we are starting a brand new project, and I am so freaking excited about it. As we are just finishing up the village in the last episode, that thing is completely finished up now, which is just absolutely awesome. I'm so happy to have that project done. It was a really fun one, and it made me realize how much I hate the new mob in Minecraft called the pillager. And what we're going to be doing today, or what we're going to be starting today, is we're going to be taking this good old-fashioned savanna biome that we have here, or savanna village that we have here, that a long time ago, we stole all of the villagers out, so it's not been inhabited for quite some time, unless there's one or two hermits lying around here somewhere. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be tearing this guy down and turning this into a sort of a slums area, but I want to go with the theme of the pillagers destroyed the city. I think it'd be cool to kind of explore the idea of what would happen if the pillagers attacked and you lost the raid and they were able to destroy your village. What would that look like? So with that, what we're going to start out with today is I got to get over to the mines, figure out where the heck I can steal a beacon from, because I'm not chopping all this wood down here by myself, because we got to smooth out everything underground and all that good stuff too. So let's get on with that one. Over in our very first mines that we have ever created, there's still some iron in the ceiling apparently, so we didn't do that great of a job strip mining and clearing this thing out. And we got a creeper over here, but more importantly, we got a banner off in the distance right there, and we got that haste buff too. Oh my gosh, that is exactly what I came here for. And Mr. Creeper, I do not want you to explode. And there's so many resources in the wall here. I'm seeing coal in the ground, gold in the ground, gold in the ceiling, gold in the walls, everywhere. Why did we not take this stuff down before? What the heck were we thinking? There's a lot of stuff around here I could come and loot up. We don't really need gold since we have that pigman farm, but oh my gosh. All right, let me get this thing gathered up. Not sure why I took a screenshot there. And then, you know what? Let's kick this off into time-lapse mode and destroy that little village. For our first time-lapse of the day, we are just going to be completely destroying everything here. I was amazed by how much resources we were able to get from this village. I'm thinking honestly, we have a few more villages around the nearby area that are these old school ones where we've stolen all the villagers from it. I might just tear them down for resources. I think that'd be an awesome way to get stuff. All these houses that were over the river here, for example, also we did get raided by pillagers, so you know it totally makes sense that the pillagers destroyed the village. It was definitely them. But anyways, back to the resources, the important stuff here, that whole thing right there that we're mining right now, that is completely just acacia log all the way down to the bed of the river. That was just straight thick log all the way down, which is absolutely insane. Anyways, I had a question for you all. If we were to move into doing some videos that involved more of a redstone farm, I know you guys obviously come here for redstone tutorials and all that kind of cool stuff, so you know, definitely would include all that. But no, I'm thinking more along the lines of if we build up a redstone farm to help us get more resources. What if I build the farm on my own side, and then we go kind of like a mini series of showing how to detail them out and decorate them out and make them look good inside of your own world and kind of hide them? Because I feel like a lot of people build these farms and they're just so obtrusive and huge and ugly, and that's why I don't really like building them. But if you guys think it'd be interesting if we took those and tried to make them look cool, I don't know, let me know. I'm just kind of tossing ideas out here. Well, I guess we can actually say that the pillagers did destroy the village after they came and attacked me while I was breaking it down. We can blame them. Definitely blame them. Overall, I'm really happy with how this thing turned out in the end of clearing everything out. I know that's weird to be saying, but it looks so much better. It actually feels like what it would look like naturally. And oh my gosh, I got so much acacia wood. We'll jump over here in a second and take a look at that, because there was an incredibly huge amount that I just want to point out. What we're going to be doing now, though, or what we're going to be doing for the rest of today's episode, is I want to work on this side. Everything on this side is what we're going to try and finish up today. Like I said, I only want to spend 2 to 3 episodes on this one. So we're going to do like a diagonal bridge, probably at this point right here eventually. We'll work on that next episode as we work on building up what's over there. But what I want to do here was starting to actually just like plan out the rough shapes of everything in here and kind of see what we can come up with, because I want these houses to be pretty small. They're supposed to be pretty like low quality, low class housing. So they can be really, really small ones, and I think it'll be totally fine. And we're going for that desert style that we've been using over in Papyrus. So we are going to be using a lot more blocky houses, whereas I know normally you guys see me using a lot of the angles and things, and this is probably about as extreme of an angle as we'll be getting out here. So I'm going to spend a bit of time here just working on the layout, getting everything done, and I'll probably show you guys like an eagle eye view once we're done with this one. And as promised, our acacia wood. This thing was completely empty beforehand. I had 0 in here. And this was completely empty as well. I thought it would be cool to show you guys all the plan here as it's being created through the time lapse. I've been loving the idea of mini time lapses scattered throughout the video instead of a bunch of bigger time lapses. So we're going to mess around with that a lot in today's video. I think we got 3 or 4 more coming here towards the end of the video. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that one. But anyways, this is just a super quick one. Let's get back in. I figured a mini time lapse there building everything up would be a lot more fun than actually just kind of being like, hey, look, we did it. So there you guys got your eagle eye view. A few things I want to point out is we have these weird like 3x3 boxes over here. Those are going to be mini windmills. So we have our super tall windmills, which we can kind of see that one poking through the fog right there that we have back over in Papyrus itself. And I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to bring those in over here too. So what I wanted to start with here and bring you guys in for is just kind of working out the general style of these. So I'm thinking they're going to basically be 3 high structures, maybe 4 high in some spots. They're going to be pretty bland and boring and like not a whole lot going on with them. I was thinking it'd be fun to basically just try and go as little and minimal as possible and just using a lot of the sandstone that we can find around the area to make these ones look interesting, because we do have that way. I don't know if we can make it right here. So we can make smooth sandstone out of a bunch of slabs, and what we can do with those is right here we have these kind of like flattened out one, and did not mean to break that guy, but we can smooth that top out of these and add a bit of a gradient while still just keeping this only sandstone colors. I've worked on these textures a bunch and I have not used them at all, so I'm super excited to be able to come back in here and work on them a bit further. And then I was thinking right inside of here we could probably have a doorway, and then on the inside it's probably just going to be a bunch of coarse dirt all over the place. So I think I'm going to try and get coarse dirt lined out on all these different ones, get a few of the basic shapes of the structures lined out here as well, and then I'll be back with y'all. Coming through here, I had totally forgotten about all the different variations that we have for all of the sandstone blocks, and oh my gosh, guys, I think we gotta do some more building here in sandstone, because look at this thing. We got the little slabs of the cut sandstone there, then we got those regular ones, and we can actually make up some smooth sandstone slabs as well. So we could have like these guys dotted around here too if we wanted to fully mix that stuff up along the top. So we got a few of those to play with here as well. And we got our first house design pretty much finished up for what I want to do for the general style of the house. Remember, this whole thing here is about making it look ruined because these guys have invaded. The old pillagers have destroyed the village, and I'm thinking about making it look like they have blocked off the bridge area here. So they've actually blocked off contact from the rest of the city and are trying to hold the bridge to hold this ruined settlement here. So this one here we're going to leave pretty much fully intact, which I think would be a good way to do it. So we'll have this one intact, then the rest of them we're going to turn into a lot of rubble. On the inside I put a bunch of string under here so we could put some brown carpet on the top, because I think brown carpet is going to be the way we go as far as the roofing material in here. We might bring in a few trapdoors or something like that, but I think right now this one can be pretty good. And this one can be like from the inside, it can look like this was just freshly lit on fire. I don't know if this is going to go up through the carpet or not. It doesn't look like it. Are we seeing anything? We're not, but you can catch that little glimpse of the smoke right there in the center, and I like that. I like that a lot. You know, what we could do here, though, is if we take another one of these guys, and we could take... That might bring it through. Just like slight parts of it are going up through there. No, still nothing. Okay, well, back to the drawing board. I'm going to see if I can't figure out a few ways that we can make this area look even more ruined up and totally just absolutely destroyed, and see what we can do there. Guys, we talked about this. I'm going to make the village look destroyed for you. I don't need you over here. I got it. I can handle this one. You guys go off and do your pillaging somewhere else. As a result, to prove this one to you guys, look at all these ruined structures that we've been able to create. This looks pretty broken in here, right? That's the goal that we're going for here. I think it's really cool so far. I've been coming in here and playing with the idea of trying to make it look like there was an interior in these places. So bringing a lot of things like our carpet in at the top of a little bit areas where it might have overhang a bit further. adding some support structures for it. Maybe they had some shelves here. This one was trying to hang over to the side, but that thing was broken down there. And so the carpet just kind of folded down and became a banner right there. So I thought that was super cool. We got some smoke going out of that one. This guy over here is super broken up. There is not much at all going on that one. So we got 3 structures built. I guess you could say built so far, and it's coming along really well. These guys, however, do not seem to believe me that I can handle this one for them. We don't need them over here. So I think I got to take care of these, and then we can get back to actually ruining the place. But before we do that, I'm thinking in this region, to make it look even cooler, is this area right here originally. It's going to create a barrier wall like that guy right there, going all the way across here, and then have a farmland-ish region up in this area. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut back to probably right about here and make it look like they actually broke this area down. Hey, look, there's some water under here. Oh, that's the well. So we can actually break this area down here and fill in everything below it and smooth it out and turn that into like a ruined farmland area, which I think would be a really cool idea. I need the grass back. And I think that'd be a good way to go for this one so far. Then one other thing I do want to add in here while we're talking about stuff to add is a lot of people in the comments were saying we need a llama farm somewhere. Yes, ignore the fWhip experience kinetic energy. I was flying through the nether and managed to get one of those rockets that does not fade and just went right into the wall and experience kinetic energy. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on here. I'm going to work on getting that thing dug out there. We might do that llama field right back in there, kind of against this, turn that into a bit more of a cliffy face, bring in some terracotta or something to make the cliff look a little bit better, and we'll see on that one. But these guys, we got a meeting. Looking at the village from across the river, it is really starting to look completely torn down and absolutely destroyed. Those 3 houses along the back there, we still got to finish up, and I still got to get that crop field planted in. But I came over here for this view, and I really want to share it with y'all. Our village is burnt to a crisp. The farmland is absolutely ruined. Ignore the crops that are growing down there. And everything else is just completely destroyed. These dang pillagers have come here so many times that it is pretty realistic. This is just pillager territory. I think they spawn more in savannas. Prove me wrong. Since the last time we brought you guys in here, there are 4 more banners on the back. Those are all brand new banners, and I think we can officially say that the pillagers destroyed this city, or this village. Anyways, next thing that we're going to be working on building over here, which I have started the foundation for here, is going to be what we're calling our windmill, I guess you could say, for that one. I wanted to bring something up here that wasn't too extremely tall, but still had like a good amount of height to it, but was also skinny enough so that we could use this one wide block area right here. So we have a lot of things that we can work with. And first thing that we're going to do is basically bring ourselves up here a good distance. I'm not quite sure exactly how tall I want to bring this one up here yet. And I'm realizing right now that I forgot one of the most important resources. I wanted to use a bunch of birch trapdoors for this. First thing what we want to do here is bring our oak fences going all the way around this one, so they look like they're like sticks coming outside of the wall of this thing. And I think that is really going to help us sell it right here. And then what I want to do on top of these here is bring in a bunch of birch trapdoors going all the way around this one. And you'll see as we're kind of bringing these ones around here that they don't look too great when it's just the one wide, or so when it's just one block going all the way around. So what we can do on top of that to help make this thing look even better is we can bring spruce trapdoors going around the entire thing. So if you see right here, we're going to bring in some spruce trapdoors along the edge of these ones. And then if you dot those same birch trapdoors right along there, it'll really help it feel a lot larger and more finished up here. We're back over here at the old iron farm that is completely broken, so never build one of these designs again. They do not work. And both of our windmills, I guess you would call them, are in place, and this thing is looking absolutely awesome. I love this village over here. Next thing I wanted to do originally was get the bridge, but I think we're going to save the bridge for next episode because I want to get that llama farm in. So what we're going to do is terraform those cliffs out there a little bit to create a bit of a cove, and so we're going to use the houses along with a small fence over here to kind of block in the llamas, and then we're going to use some terracotta over here in the cliffs because I think terracotta in a savanna, that could look a heck of a lot better than just some stone and being plain old boring over here. So I got to go farm up some terracotta and get this thing in place. As we were starting out this one, I first wanted to come around the village here and add in a bunch more sugarcane to detail this area out, because that was what we were using in Papyrus way back when, was just adding water sources underneath the builds and then adding some sugarcane onto the side. So I wanted to bring that in here to really connect these ones up. Then bringing the terracotta in over on this side, I really like the idea of this one. I really wish we had slabs and stairs to this stuff, because look at the color here. This just makes it feel so much more like a savanna than just having that gray stone everywhere. Even approaching from the other side of the savanna, because I had to loop all the way around there with these llamas, which they're so cool. I love llamas, but oh my gosh, this village, or this ruined village, is looking pretty freaking awesome so far. I'm really happy with this one. I'm almost thinking like it could be worthwhile to bring in another windmill somewhere, but make it like toppled over and broken. I think that might be a cool one to add in here. But llamas, welcome to your new home. So if you guys didn't know, with llamas, if you can actually like loop one of them up with a lead, you can get them both to follow. Like this guy will follow and create a llama chain, which is just absolutely awesome. But for some reason, because I had so many llamas where I grabbed these guys from, they were not doing that. And also to breed them up, you take a hay bale and you take a hay bale, and now we got a baby llama. Right there, look at that. Oh my gosh, their head is so big. Their head is bigger than their entire body. Oh, that's really funny. And this is our sheep llama. Welcome on back, everybody. I've been doing quite a bit of work since the last time we spoke, and I brought a road completely down all the way through here where it was going to be splitting off going into that direction, then also coming off down this way. That road is now completely in place up to the point where we are going to be building up the bridge in the next episode. And I've got it. I've got the idea that I want to be running with in the next episode, as I've been kind of just mindlessly detailing this area out. I moved our pillager banners around so they're more defined. They look like the pillagers took over this side of the river. So what we're going to do next episode is we're going to come through here and build up a village on this side that is actually defended and not destroyed. So it's going to be this same style, but completely not destroyed, living over here and thriving and basically doing kind of the same thing we did over here, but making it alive. And so we'll have that stark contrast. And then we're going to build up the bridge. And what we're doing on the bridge is we're going to make it look like the pillagers are trying to fight for control to get across the bridge so they can raid that area. And then the guards from Papyrus were able to get over here and stop them. So we got to figure out some way that we're going to do a battle scene for that. If any of you have ideas on what we can do there, let me know, because that'll be a fun battle scene to make. I love trying to tell a story with the build that we have going on today, which is absolutely awesome. I did finish the road out here as well, bringing some coarse dirt to it, so it's not only just the path blocks. But that leads me into our comment or question of the day today. This one is something from our last episode that was highly upvoted, so I feel like I gotta touch on it. From Bug Rylus, I think it is. They would say, I would like to see you build a Norse village. It would be so awesome. So a lot of people have been commenting constantly that we need to get a Norse village in here, or just offering general ideas of just different things we can add in, which I absolutely love. I think that's great. A lot of people have been bugging me about too over in our Discord channel that I should be adding in like a building with whip ideas channel, so you guys can come in there and just write down a bunch of ideas that you might have, things that I should build in the world. If you guys think that'd be kind of a cool one to have, let me know that for sure down in the comments below. I'm totally okay with setting that thing up, but I don't want to overcrowd ourselves with a bunch of Discord channels here. But anyways, on the Norse village, I have had one planned for a very long time. As we are coming up here into our mountain biome, this might lag here for a second as everything's loading in. There's a lot of dark spaces, and we have not run this area since we got into 1.14.3, so sorry if it's a little laggy in here. Over here, however, if that thing will load in, there's a giant mountain range that actually goes all the way up into the sky. It looks like it's not really loaded in. But coming through here, we had this area dedicated out to being a Norse village. We got the banner, we got everything created, and it was coming through here. We got our whole lush forest and everything revealing out into our Norse village that was all about pigs and carrots. And maybe some gold or something along the way. We got the front gateway built up here, so this was the big gatehouse to get into the village. We got the wall, and then there's nothing. Originally, I had wanted to extend our mountain that you still see loading in here all the way around and up around this area so that we could define the mountain shape and then build the village inside of here. If you guys think something about building up the mountains a lot further, I was thinking almost that we could start doing that as part of an episode. Like we commit like a little bit of time in every single episode to making some progress on the mountains here, as this is really laggy, but this thing is absolutely massive. It's a giant project that I just love so much, and I really want to see it finished, because I think this mountain, like Nordic village over here would look insanely epic if we have a giant mountain as its backdrop while we're building it up. So I think the mountain's got to come first before that one. If that's something that you guys think we should prioritize sooner rather than later, be sure to let me know that down in the comments below. But anyways, that is going to have to do it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. And I will catch you on the flip side.